Shalom, shalom Israel, shalom to the 12 tribes of Yashala, giving the course all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Mahashiach, Womalak Yahawashah. Alright, that's all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh in the name of the only begotten Son Yahawashah. This is your brother Yashala coming back, y'all, with yet another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, BAHASHAM, Mahashak, Womalak Yahawashah. In this video, we're going to be dealing with precepts that prove that the Most High is against diversity, that the Most High is against nations coming together under one accord, that the Most High is against one world order, right? So the Most High has always been against this, right? Ever since the time of Genesis, okay? Because when we go to Deuteronomy chapter 32 and 8, it says what? Deuteronomy 32 and 8, it says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam. So the Most High, he separated the sons of Adam, right? He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel, right? So the Most High, the point I want to touch on is that the Most High separated the sons of Adam. The sons of Adam, who are the sons of Adam, right? You had Cain, you had Abel. Abel, he got killed by Cain, right? And after Abel, you had his sons, right? But they died through the flood. But you also had what? Adam also had Seth, right? Let's go to the book of Genesis, the 5th chapter. Genesis chapter 5, verse 1. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that the Most High created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam, in the day when they are created. See that? And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam, after he had begotten Seth, were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. So you can read about the sons of the Most High, or Slakia, the sons of the Most High, as well as the sons of Adam, right? Through Seth, right? Because Seth was the righteous seed, while Cain, he was the wicked one. When you read about that in the book of 1 John, right? Cain, he was of that wicked one, and then through Seth, now he's the righteous seed, right? So he had Enos, right? And all these men, right? So the Most High, he separated the sons of Adam. And when we go to, also in the book of Genesis, I believe, let's go to the 9th chapter. Genesis chapter 9, right? Or, Salakia, Genesis chapter 10. We'll just start here. Genesis chapter 10 and verse 1. Now these are the generations of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So Noah, he had Shem, Ham, and Japheth. These are the 3 sons of Noah, right? And unto them were sons born after the flood. Because remember, the flood took away all the wicked, right? Let's go to that, right? The filth. Salakia. Let's go to that. It's the book of filth, right? Salakia. It might be 2 Peter. All right, so the Most High, he deals with separation. Salakia, I'm going to get this about the Most High. We can read Second Peter chapter 2 and verse 5. And spare not the old world. The old world is talking about the antediluvian world, right? Or antediluvian, which means pre-flood, right? Because you have the pre-flood world, right? It says, but save Noah, the 8th person. Remember, he only saved 8 people through the flood. And that's why everyone comes from Adam when you read the book of 2nd Ezra, right? It says, though we all come from Adam, right? A preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So the Lord killed everybody with the flood, right? It only saved 8 people, all right? It only saved 8 people. I want to get this in the book of 1 Peter as well, chapter 4, right? Okay, well, we don't have to get it. Okay, this is the book of 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 20. It says, which sometime were disobedient, which once the long suffering of God waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was a preparing, wherein few, that is 8 souls, were saved by water. See that? So only 8 souls were saved. Now these are the again, these are the 3 sons of Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And they had sons and daughters. And so the Lord gave them their own land, right? Shem had his own allotted land, which is basically the Levant, right? Ham had his own land, right? Which is going into, you know, that main land of Africa. And Japheth had his own land, which is basically going into Europe, right? And the so-called white man comes from Shem, because they are from Edomites, right? They come from Edomites. Just to put that out there. Well, let's get this example of how the Most High is against the diversity of nations coming together. Genesis chapter 11, verse 1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. It's talking about people, right? And they came to a land of Shinar, right? And they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. See, they wanted to be together, just like how America brings in all nations, right? And all kindreds and all tongues and all manner of people inside of its own nation, right? That's how America deals with every nation, right? That's why the Lord called this place a horror, man. This is the book of Salakia. Let's keep going. Verse 5. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. Now, how did the Lord come down? The Lord came down via an angel, right? Because Yahweh is not going to come off his throne. He uses angels, right? Verse 6. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one. Isn't that what America wants? Isn't that what some people want? Right? The people being one. Let's see what happens. Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. They have all one language. And this they began to do, right? And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Verse 7. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one speech. Why is the Lord saying, let us go down? And this is how you know it's talking about angels, right? Because Yahweh is one power. Let's go to that in the book of Deuteronomy real quick. That's our anthem, the Hebrew anthem. Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our God is one God. Salakia is one Lord. So he's one, right? Shema Yasharala Yahweh Allahayanahu Yahweh Akkad is one. So Yahweh, he's one entity. So why is it saying let us go? Because it's not talking about just the Most High Yahweh. The Most High Yahweh didn't come down and actually see the city like that. He uses his eyes, which are his angels. Right? Let's get that. Run to and fro. So we gotta bring out the scriptures. It's the book of 2 Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 9. For the eyes of the Lord, right? The eyes of Yahweh run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. Herein thou hast done foolishly, therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars. So the Most High Yahweh, right, his eyes run to and fro throughout the whole earth. What does that mean? Can you actually see the Most High's eye kind of have legs and walk and run? That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about angels. Let's go to that in the book of Psalms 33 and 18. Right? And Salaki, I forgot to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Right? Psalms chapter 33 and verse 18. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. What is that talking about, the eye of Yahweh? That's talking about his angel. Right? Psalms chapter 34 verse 7. Another supporting precept. The angel of Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. You see that? So not talking about, like the Yahweh's actual eye. All right. I want you to understand that. So let's go back to the book of Genesis, chapter 11 and verse 7. Go to, let us go down and there confound their language. Confound their language. Make them not understand what, make them to basically make confusion, right? That they may not understand one speech. The Lord didn't want all these nations having one language, one speech, and this one language is Hebrew, by the way, right? Verse 8, and so the Lord scattered them abroad from henceforth upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel. What does that mean? It means confusion, right? That's what it means. It means confusion. Because the Lord, okay, come on, all praises. It says, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from henceforth did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. So the Lord, he separated the sons of Adam. He separated these people. He didn't want them together. He didn't want them to understand each other. Gave them their own lands. Gave them their own languages. And he scattered them abroad upon the face of the earth. So what are you talking about? You love diversity, right? What are you talking about? You love to be with all these other nations, because the Most High has never wanted that, right? Or else he wouldn't have. He would just let this slide, you know. He would let the Tower of Babel slide, but he actually scattered the people upon the face of the earth, right? Let's get another precept. It's the book of Matthew chapter 25. It's the book of Matthew chapter 25. Right, in verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, this is talking about YAHAWASHI, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations. See that? Christians love that. All nations, right? And he shall separate them one from another. He shall what? Separate them. Hold on now. Right? Why is the Lord separating these nations? Because the Lord deals with separation, man. The Lord is never about all nations coming together as one, right? And he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand. The sheep is obviously going into the nation of Israel, right? You read about that in Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, 6th verse. John, the 10th chapter, right? Matthew 15 and 24, Matthew chapter 10, verse 6, right? The sheep is talking about Israel. It says, but the goats on the left. The goats are the other nations, right? So the Lord, he's going to separate these nations, right? And that's another reason why America is going to be destroyed. Because America is just a new Tower of Babel, right? The Lord requires that which is past. There's no new thing under the sun. It's the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which have been is now. And that which is to be have already been, and God requires that which is past. So the Lord requires that which is past. And so if the Tower of Babel and people try to come together, have a lingua franca, come together and be one, the Lord's going to come down and confound that thing, right? And he's going to destroy it. All right? He's going to destroy it. All right? So let's get this. Let's get this about real quick. So the point is, the Lord is never about, all nations coming together, especially in wickedness, right? But this is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. You think that the Lord was with this, right? You think that the Lord was with this? Just read the book of Maccabees. The Lord called these people that wanted to join with these other nations ungodly men, right? Let's go up to this verse 11. And those days went there out of Israel wicked men. It didn't say godly men. It didn't say men, that were followers of the Most High. It said wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So those are ungodly men. Those are wicked men that the Lord called. The Lord called them wicked men because they wanted to join themselves unto the other nations. All right, let's get this in Deuteronomy. Oh, Khan. Had lost my train of thought. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them, and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. Wait, hold on now. If the Lord is about all people coming together, how come the Israelites cannot come together with the Canaanites? We cannot even make a covenant with them. So the Lord is not about all nations coming together. The Lord deals with separation. All right. Let's go to the book of 2 Corinthians. I'll get a few more. I'll close out. All right. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separated, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. So the Lord said, come out of them and be separate. Be separate. So the Lord is condoning separatism. Because that's what he's saying right here. Come out from among them and be ye separate. Right? You see that? Let's get this about a hyena. It's Sirach chapter 13 and verse 16. All flesh consorteth according to his like, and a man will cleave to his like. Right? So like all flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. What agreement is there between the hyena and a dog, and what peace between the rich and the poor? See that? The Lord deals with that. Separation. Right? Not all nations coming together as one. Even in the kingdom, when we look at future prophecies, the Israelites, there'll be a ethnic hierarchy. The Israelites will be on top as they were before. They'll have the first dominion. And the heathen will be on the bottom. Right? Just read about that in the book of Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter. The Lord's going to put the curses that we experience on the other nations. All right? So with that, these are just some few precepts going into how the Lord deals with separation. So with that, I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, Shalom. Kwam Yasha.